Well, hello there. It's Beards and Bangers, and today, for some unknown reason, I must have gone crazy in the sun over the weekend. I'm going to reveal to you yet another project, an unexpected project, and it is MG Rover. I did hint at it in a previous video, so we'll have a little chat and then we'll have a look at the project.
Welcome to Beards and Bangers.
So I'm standing here merrily in the yard, the unit of MG Rover Salvation, because I'm going to show you an unexpected project, something that I've been thinking about for a while, something that I think will be useful, different, and not just useful in terms of a vehicle, but useful in terms of a way of spreading the word about the things that I'm involved with. Number one being this YouTube channel. It's growing very nicely. Channel memberships are beginning to grow. So if you do want to get early access to videos like this, and the people seeing this video first are my channel members, and a massive shout out to those guys. But yeah, it's going to help me grow other things that I'm wanting to do with my life. And I will grab the camera in a moment and show you. So rather than just waffling away on camera like I'm doing now. So we do see a few of these cars around in a different variant, the MG variant mainly. But one vehicle that I think is quite rare on the road is the one that's that way past the camera. Obviously, I'm turning the camera this way to keep you in suspense, and I won't keep you in suspense for that much longer. But yeah, I spotted this vehicle on eBay a few weeks ago, and thought, that's got possibilities. So I knew I had a lot to do with the Chiltern Hills Rally coming up. We were trying to keep evenings free to help, especially Adrian Fell of AJF Motor Engineers, who, whilst he's not the only committee member, he is our secretary. He has the knowledge and the experience, and we just wanted to be around to help him out in the evenings if needed. And the rally, the Chiltern Hills Rally I didn't do a video. Do check out Joseph Lloyd's video. Simon, I think, has done a video. Dave, the crap car hunter, has done a video using his alias, which I'll let you watch that. But yeah, so put a deposit down probably 3 weeks ago now. Wanted to keep evenings clear. Obviously, the last few days have been massively busy with the Chiltern Hills Rally, and just really want to support Adrian, who does do a blinding job with the rally and on my cars as well. So AGF Motor Engineers for all your Rover needs. But yeah, this advert did pop up, probably about 3 weeks ago. Didn't bother messaging him. I think I phoned him and just had a quick chat with him. Thought, yeah, sounds all pretty good. The car just passed an MOT, so it's got 12 months MOT. I thought, that's going to be all right. And I haven't bought a car sight unseen for a while. I do like the slight risk element involved in doing it. Sometimes you come off with a massive bill. Sometimes you get lucky. And I haven't given this car a massive inspection yet. That's something I will do probably with young Austin in a future video. But I will now spin the camera around and reveal this car. Now, you may be thinking, it's a Rover 25 Mark 1. And you are almost right. If we go to the back of the vehicle, you will see it is a commerce van. It's a Rover 25 commerce van. In Old English white. It has got a bit of lack appeal. So we could indeed say that this one is a Chris Taylor edition. So it does need a bit of fettling, but it looks fairly solid. I've driven it back from Stamford, so just north of Stamford actually, so up in the Peterborough area this morning. I didn't video the collection because I've done that before, and there's plenty of collection videos on YouTube. But yeah, this is a 25 commerce van. 53 plate, so it's sort of late 2003, early 2004. So pre-facelift, which is good. If I jump inside, excuse the bits and bobs on it, I have just sort of whipped up here from the unit. It's got a few bits that are not period, but that's fine. It's got the first thing you'll notice straight away is it's got MGZR 3-door Alcantara seats, very nice seats, not in bad condition. I mean, the bolster's gone as it always does in the usual place. It's got an MGZR steering wheel, which actually is in really nice condition. So I think probably an early job will be to find the correct steering wheel for this. I could actually use penny steering wheel perhaps, because I think this would suit someone with an MGZR. So if I've got any friends who I think might benefit from it, I will offer it to them first. If not, I will put it on the usual sales platform, which these days is Facebook Marketplace. It's got, if I jump in, it's got a non-standard gear knob, which I actually quite like. And the gator has gone, which they do on 25s. It's a normal thing to happen. But I think we'll repurpose this. We'll replace that and put the correct gear knob on it. This being a Rover 25, of course, has got some fake wood around the heater controls. One little surprise that I found when I collected the car was it's got a dash pocket. So rather than having the blanking plate for what would have been an optional extra passenger side airbag at the time, it's actually got the dash pocket in there. So whether that was something the buyer of this car specified, I don't know. I've shown the registration plate. I'm not going to hide that. So if anyone does know the history of this vehicle, then you're very welcome to get in touch. But that's good, because I do like the dash pocket. Very handy. You can plug your phone in there and then leave it up there, which I like. And of course, it's a pre-facelift, so it's got the good dashboard. It's got the solid air vents. It's got this nice rounded section here. It's it's nice and tactile. It feels nice. So yeah, that's good. What else has it got? It's got an aftermarket stereo. It's a Goodman, so a fairly cheap radio CD. Not sure I like that. I don't like the colour. It needs to be black or charcoal in one of these cars, in my opinion. But I've got no objection to having an upgraded stereo, because the radio cassettes of the period don't have the hands-free USB, etc., etc. So I've probably got a radio, to be honest, that can go in there at some point. But what else has it got that I like, that I've noticed? It's basic, so it's got windy windows. It's got manually adjusting wing mirrors, which is fine. This one's the mirror itself is actually a bit funky. It looks like it's too small. I don't know how well you can see that, but it looks like it's too small for the actual wing mirror surround. So it's actually quite hard to see through it. It's a bit grubby. It's going to have been a working van at some point in its life. So what I'll do is I'll probably get these out at some point, because they're going to have to come out, because of course the headlining is sagging. But that's not a problem, because we like doing headlinings. So I think between me and Austin, we'll chap through that in about 20 minutes. It needs a bit of a clean. I did actually get it washed on the way down here, because it was pretty green. I think it's been stood for quite some time, but I'll spin you around at this point. But it drove very nicely. I've got no history. I've just got this. Literally, I've got the V5. I get the whole V5 because I've bought it as a trader rather than personally. I've got the sales invoice and I've got the last MOT. So that's all I've got for it. So if anyone does know the history of this car or this van, then do get in touch. It would be very nice to hear about it. But if not to worry. We shall put our own slant on it. But yeah, it's obviously been stood for a while. A lot of green bits here and there. So we will give it another wash at some point. I do like to wash cars myself when I bought them. As I've always said in all my videos, just so I kind of look, when you're washing a car, you're looking at what you're washing and you look at every little nook and cranny. So you find the little dinks in the paintwork. You can make a mental note, or even better, an actual note to correct them. Yeah, get it cleaned up and then decide what to do with it. I'm still thinking that over. We'll have a look under the bonnet because I haven't told you what engine it comes with yet. So let me get the bonnet open and we'll have a peer under there. So under the bonnet we've got the Rover L series engine. It's you can definitely tell by opening the bonnet it's just been probably rattle can sprayed black, the bonnet. So I think what I'm going to do, because it's a bit rusty, it's not the best bonnet in the world. I think I'm actually going to just get out there in the groups and ask if anyone's got an Old English white. This is Old English white, this colour, by the way. That colour, not that colour. An Old English white bonnet, because that will just save a lot of hassle. And if anyone has got one, then do get in touch via the Facebook group. But L series engine, another L series engine. I'm going to stand out the rain after the glorious sunshine we've had for the last best part of a week. This is disappointing. What does an L series mean? It means possibilities. This one's it's still got an EGR, and I'm sure it's still got a cat. But it has got this cone air filter. I have got the standard air filter housing for it, which I may well put back on with a panel filter, a performance panel filter, just because I think they look a bit better. But driving this, I know when I got Penny about a year ago, and before she was breathed upon, I found her quite sluggish. This one already feels a bit naughtier. I should probably actually have a little look. No, that ECU looks pretty original, I would say. They've not been undone. So unless it's been remapped by the OBD port, which it could have been, yeah, I think this is probably putting out a little bit more than whatever the stock BHP is on these. I think it's either 99 or 101 brake horse. I know on the Streetwise what the standard BHP is on the L series, but I'm not entirely sure on the Commerce van, unless it's got sort of ZR TD map in it or something like that, because it just feels a little bit more sprightly than a standard L series, that's for sure. But yeah, obviously we need to get the pressure washer in here, and yeah, to get rid of that. That's overspray. That's been, yeah, I don't know how this has been sprayed, but it's not been sprayed particularly well. So I'm sure whoever did spray this black did it with the best of intentions, but I'm afraid it's not for me. But yeah, a couple little bits of alternator, got a little cable loose there, so I'll get AJF to look at that for me. But it's been serviced. That fuel filter is pretty new. Nice new clips going onto the priming bubble. So it's been looked after. The oil's black because it's a diesel. They always are. But yeah, so another L series on the fleet, on the channel. Whether we'll go to the extent we went to with Penny, I don't know. This is a blank canvas. Let's have a little look at the rear end. Let's open that up. Drop some stickers. They're my stickers there. So yes, of course, it's got the van back. So it is a van. I'm just going to grab a light actually because it's pretty dingy in here. That's better. Get these great little lights that go on top of the GoPro, which is ideal, especially when you're doing indoor shows like the NEC. And you want to peer into some of the cars are open, and you want to have a peer in. I'm just going to show you one of our neighbours at the unit because it is rather nice. Hello. So there's some of our neighbours here. So I get distracted by cows. Hello. You're all very nice. There we are. Back to the car. Yeah, so this has had the bulkhead, the full bulkhead, I would suspect, because it's got the mounting points on top of the little bulkhead that's kind of welded in, and you've got the fixing at the top on either side. So I will be looking out for the full bulkhead. It's got plenty of carpet. I haven't actually looked in here yet. I was very eager to get going. Yeah, well, we've got everything. Got our mounting points. Yeah, that's all good. So yeah, and the other good news is whilst it needs a bloody good pressure wash, the boot hinge mounting panel is actually pretty good, unlike Penny's and unlike Bram's. So we'll get the pressure washer in there, and I think what we'll do, Austin's suggestion, a good idea is that young man, is we'll get wire wheel on here to remove all this seam sealer and then re-seam seal it, just to keep that panel nice, because you can't get those panels. They're a bugger to fix. You've got to basically break a car that's got a solid boot hinge panel to repair it, unless you get someone to fabricate it, but you're then talking serious wedge to do that. But yeah, we'll get the same as we did with the MGF, get the pressure washer in here, get this really clean, then you know what you're working with. The other really pleasing thing, turn this little torchy thing off now, because we don't need it, coming around here. The other very pleasing thing is it's got these rather nice serpents on it, 16-inch serpents, and then it's got very good, pretty new Avon tyres, which is good news, because that's often the way when you buy these cheaper project cars. The wheels aren't great. I mean, these wheels aren't perfect, but they're by no means the worst I've seen. But it's got 4 good tyres on it, which is very good. We'll have to watch the arches there. They're doing what all 25s of the period do, and they're getting a bit crusty around there, but I think there's enough solid material in there to be able to rescue those. And then the other thing I'm thinking with this is to, rather than getting it sign written or having vinyl stickers put on it with kind of bids and bangers or whatever I'm going to put on it, I don't know exactly yet, but there'll be something like that, is to get some magnetic things put on there, depending on what I'm using the van for. So if it's next year and I'm using it at the Chiltern Hills Rally, I might get a Chiltern Hills Rally thing put on the side. So lots of possibilities there. But yeah, here it is. It's a bit of a patchwork quilt in terms of colour. So we've got sort of old English white. It looks like we've sort of got Tipex there. Then it's very yellow up there. So it looks like someone's, I don't know, sat smoking endlessly next to it or something like that. Bit of lack appeal, on all panels. It's just, I'm afraid it's a Rover thing. They do sometimes go. They don't all go, but there is a fair bit of lack appeal there. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it has had some kind of something put on it in the past. I mean, it's a van, so it could well have had some kind of sign writing or things stuck to it at some point in the past. That is entirely possible. But there is the new Beards and Bangers project. So another project. We're rattling through them, but someone's coming to say hello. Oh dear, don't back away. Should we say hello to these cows one more time? Hello, hello. Hello, are you going to say hello? No. Hello. Very curious as to what I'm doing. They've probably never seen a strange bald man making a video about a car before. Well, very nice. Anyway, I'll turn you around. There's the new Beards and Bangers project. Another one. What's that? There is another one as well, actually, but I'll tell you about that another day. We finished this. So today is Tuesday, the 21st. We finished clearing the rally field about 4:30 last night on the Monday. Went for a quick pint. I think Austin and me were the last people to leave the field. Went for a quick pint. And I said, no more cars, not for the time being, because we've got a nice bit of space, as you can see, but it gets filled very quickly, and the temptation is there to fill it very quickly. So we'll make projects out of the ones we've got. The BMW, that's long term, that's a keeper. So that's going to have some new hydraulic lifters put in. I think I've got the right bit. AJF are dealing with that. The Mini you've seen. The other project I'll show you in the next couple of weeks. If you want to see what I said at the beginning about the members bit, please join. It's greatly appreciated. If you're watching this for the first time, watching my channel for the first time, and you want to see content like this, hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you know when I've uploaded. Don't forget to like, don't forget to drop a comment, especially if you know the history of this car or answer any of the questions I sometimes ask in these videos. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again very soon on the next episode of Beards and Bangers. Goodbye. The cow just farted over there, by the way.